I'm a doctor who's spent the last 20 years working with older adults, and if you're over 60, this message is especially for you. You might think meat is just meat. That as long as it's lean or cooked through, you're doing fine. But what most seniors don't realize is this. Some meats can quietly spike your blood pressure, inflame your joints, and increase your risk of heart disease or cognitive decline, even if you only eat them once or twice a week. Others? They're among the most powerful tools I use to help my patients regain energy, rebuild strength, and reduce pain, especially in the knees, hips, and lower back. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 4 meats I tell my senior patients to avoid completely, and the 4 meats I recommend they add to their diets regularly. Each one is backed by science, and I'll explain exactly why it matters so much at your age. Meat 4. Pork sausage. When Bob, a 68-year-old former truck driver, came to see me, he looked worn out. Swollen ankles, high blood pressure, brain fog. Nothing dramatic, but it was adding up. He told me his mornings always started with a big breakfast, eggs, toast, and 2 or 3 pork sausages. It's just how I've always done it, he said. But the truth is, sausage isn't the same food it was 40 years ago. Today's supermarket pork sausage is packed with hidden chemicals, preservatives to keep it pink, salt to stretch shelf life, and artificial flavors to make it taste like the real thing. Those ingredients don't just vanish once you eat them. They get into your bloodstream. They burden your kidneys, spike your blood pressure, and strain your heart. And for seniors whose bodies don't detox the way they used to, it becomes a slow-burning problem. One that often shows up as fatigue, brain fog, or sudden health scares. I told Bob what I tell every patient his age. It's not about giving up flavor, it's about giving up danger. Trade processed pork for something clean, fresh, and real. Your body will thank you, every single morning. Meat 3. Deli meats and cold cuts. Walk through any grocery store and you'll see entire walls dedicated to sliced ham, turkey, roast beef, neatly packaged, convenient, and ready to go. But for adults over 60, these so-called easy proteins can be a hidden danger. The problem with deli meats isn't just the meat, it's what's been added to it. These slices are often soaked in salt solutions, laced with artificial flavorings, and preserved with chemical compounds that help them stay pink and glossy for weeks. That's not food, that's chemistry. Over time, these additives can put serious stress on your kidneys, raise your blood pressure, and quietly chip away at your heart health. And then there's the sugar, yes, sugar, added to many varieties to improve taste, which spikes insulin and drives fatigue. Even the meats that look healthy, like oven-roasted turkey, are often ultra-processed behind the scenes. I often tell my patients, if it comes in a plastic pouch and lasts a month in your fridge, it's not the kind of protein your body was designed to run on. Better habit? Cook fresh meat once or twice a week and slice it yourself. It takes a few extra minutes, but can add years to your life. Meat 2. Deep fried chicken. It's the classic favorite, golden, crispy, juicy fried chicken. Found at picnics, takeout counters, and family dinners across the country. But once you hit 60, this familiar comfort food becomes far less comforting inside your body. The issue isn't the chicken itself, it's the way it's cooked. Deep frying in industrial seed oils like corn or soybean turns a good piece of meat into something your heart, arteries, and joints simply can't keep up with. These oils oxidize at high temperatures, creating compounds that fan the flames of inflammation, the very thing that accelerates aging and pain. The crunchy coating? It's usually a mix of white flour, salt, and sometimes added sugars. That means blood sugar spikes, weight gain around the middle, and rising insulin resistance, especially when eaten regularly. What concerns me most is how normal fried chicken has become in older adults' diets. It sneaks in weekly, even daily, under the excuse of convenience or tradition. But every bite makes it harder for your body to recover, repair, and thrive. If you love that flavor, I always recommend oven-baked or air-fried versions. Same comfort, far less damage. You don't have to give up food you enjoy, just the parts that are quietly hurting you. Meat 1. Skinless, factory-farmed chicken breast. This one always surprises people, and sometimes even frustrates them. For decades, we were told that skinless chicken breast was the healthiest meat you could eat. Low-fat, high-protein, clean. But for adults over 60, eating this diet staple day after day can quietly work against your health. The issue starts at the source. Most supermarket chicken breast comes from factory farms. These birds are raised quickly on genetically modified feed, often treated with antibiotics and growth promoters. Traces of those substances don't just vanish when the chicken is cooked, they end up on your plate. But even beyond that, skinless chicken breast is so low in fat that it makes it harder for your body to absorb vital nutrients like vitamins D, E, and K. These are essential for brain health, bone strength, and immune defense, all of which become more fragile with age. And when it's grilled dry and eaten with white rice or bread, you're looking at a blood sugar spike and a crash, which leads to low energy, more cravings, and weight gain. The goal isn't to avoid chicken, it's to choose wisely. Go for pasture-raised cuts, keep the skin on occasionally, and rotate with other nutrient-rich proteins. Health in your 60s is about nourishment, not just numbers on a label. Perfect. Now that we've covered the 4 meats seniors should avoid, let's move into the must-eat category, beginning with Best Meat 3 grass-fed lamb. Many of my patients never think of lamb as a regular option. They associate it with Easter dinner or expensive restaurants, not everyday health. But when it's raised right, lamb is one of the most powerful meats seniors can put on their plate. Why? Because it strikes a rare balance between rich flavor and dense nutrition. Grass-fed lamb contains natural levels of omega-3 fatty acids, the same kind you'd find in fatty fish. These help reduce inflammation in the joints, support memory, and keep your arteries flexible. It's also high in zinc and B12, 2 nutrients that quietly decline with age and are crucial for red blood cell health, immune strength, and energy production. I've seen seniors turn around persistent fatigue and brain fog just by correcting these 2 deficiencies. And unlike highly processed meats, lamb isn't pumped with preservatives or additives. When it's pasture-raised, it comes clean, the way meat was meant to be. If you're new to cooking lamb, start with a shoulder or leg roast, season with rosemary and garlic. Slow-cooked or oven-roasted, it's deeply satisfying, and your body will feel the difference long after the meal is over. Best Meat 2 duck, pasture-raised or free-range. Here's a meat most seniors overlook entirely, and it's a shame because duck is a nutritional powerhouse when it's raised right. Pasture-raised or free-range duck offers something most other poultry doesn't: rich, dark meat that's packed with highly absorbable iron, selenium, and healthy fats. For seniors, that combination is gold. Iron fights off anemia and fatigue, selenium supports thyroid function and immunity, and those fats? They feed your brain and lubricate your joints. Duck fat, often feared, is actually rich in monounsaturated fats, similar to those in olive oil. It doesn't clog your arteries like deep-fried oils. In fact, it supports healthy cholesterol balance and helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and K, nutrients that protect your eyes, bones, and circulation as you age. It's also one of the few meats that helps maintain skin elasticity and cell repair, something many seniors struggle with due to declining collagen levels. Most importantly, duck tastes incredible, and that matters. Because eating for longevity should never feel like punishment. Roast it low and slow, keep the skin on in moderation, and pair it with antioxidant-rich sides like leafy greens or berries. Duck may not be your weekly go-to yet, but after 60, it probably should be. Best Meat 3 sardines with bones and skin. I know what you're thinking, sardines? Really? Yes. And not the boneless, skinless, flavorless ones. I'm talking about whole sardines packed with their bones and skin, ideally in olive oil. For seniors, this tiny fish delivers a massive nutritional return. The bones provide highly absorbable calcium. The skin offers natural collagen and vitamin D. And the meat itself is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the kind that reduce inflammation, protect the brain, and support heart health. Unlike bigger fish like tuna or swordfish, sardines are low on the food chain, which means they contain virtually no mercury or heavy metals. That makes them a much safer option for older adults concerned about toxins. What makes sardines unique is how many senior-specific issues they support at once. Joint pain, memory loss, osteoporosis, cardiovascular health, all addressed in a single serving. They're also convenient. Open a tin, mash them on whole grain toast, toss into a salad, or stir into pasta with lemon and herbs. No fancy prep required. If there's one underdog protein I recommend most to older adults, it's this one. Sardines may be small, but when it comes to aging well, they pack a punch few other meats can match. Best Meat 1 grass-fed beef liver. When people hear liver, they often wrinkle their noses. But I always tell my senior patients, this isn't a trend, it's old-school medicine that still works. Grass-fed beef liver is, without question, the most nutrient-dense meat you can eat. It's packed with bioavailable vitamin A, crucial for vision, skin, and immune function. B vitamins, especially B12 for energy and brain health. Iron for oxygen-rich blood. Zinc for wound healing. And even CoQ10, a compound that helps power your cells and support your heart. Unlike muscle meats, liver isn't just protein. It's a delivery system for everything your body starts needing more of after 60. And the best part? These nutrients come in the exact form your body can use immediately. No complex conversions, no absorption issues, just straight nourishment. You don't need much. Even 2 to 3 ounces once or twice a week can move the needle. I often recommend blending it into meatballs or chili if you don't love the taste. Or simply pan-fry it with garlic and onions, the old-fashioned way. If you're feeling tired, foggy, or just not quite yourself, liver might be the missing piece. It's not glamorous, but it works. And at this stage of life, results matter more than trends. And there you have it, the meats to avoid and the ones that can truly support your health after 60. It's not about cutting everything out. It's about eating smarter, nourishing your body, and giving yourself the tools to stay strong, clear-minded, and independent for years to come. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Vital Steps. We're building a community of seniors who want more than generic advice. We share practical doctor-backed tips you can actually use. Tap the bell so you don't miss what's next. And let us know in the comments. Which of these meats surprised you the most? We're reading and replying to every message. Take care of your body. It's never too late to take the next vital step.